Okay. Whew. It's 9:20 in the morning, and we've got 40 minutes. Yeah, we got 40 minutes to prep for our session starts at 10. Okay, so for everybody that was like up late, you know what I'm saying? If you were up late last night, I wish you a fast recovery. Hopefully in time for all the things you have to do today. Okay, so let's get to it. Miscellaneous prep. This is Curse of Strahd, Isekai, Daybreak, low magic, no magic. Well, there's definitely magic, but it's low magic. Right now, we're starting the third session, and I don't apologize for this because they needed a fucking break. The third session, of Tome of Strahd reading. I know that sounds so exciting, but it's a good book. And somebody worked hard to flesh out that book, and I think it does go a long way towards, what's the word I'm looking for? Fleshing out the game, right? It does go a long way. And I like that it just provides campaign lore, and understanding your enemy is, a weapon against him, blah, 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 blah. I think in the adventure, mechanically, it's supposed to provide some bonuses, so we might look that up, because I'm actually curious if the book actually does anything mechanically in the game. Because that's how outside of the Raw we find ourselves, I guess, as always. As always. Alright. Curse of Strahd. Wow, that screen's so bright. I don't really remember much about the second session of being a pirate, but it was a lot of fun. It was hard to get up this morning, though, let me tell you. Let's see. Where would it talk about our treasures, maybe? The Tome of Strahd, there it is. The Tome of Strahd is an ancient work penned by Strahd, a tragic tale of how he came to his fallen state. The book is bound in a thick leather cover with steel hinges and fastenings. The pages are of parchment and very brittle. Stains of age have made most of the work illegible, but several paragraphs remain readable. If the characters acquire the Tome of Strahd and want to read these paragraphs, show the players from the Tome of Strahd in Appendix F. If Strahd sees or learns from a minion that the tome has fallen into the party's possession, all of his other objectives are put on hold until the book is recovered. When Strahd attacks, his preferred target is whomever has the tome. Okay, so this is, listen, the Raw adventure is pretty fucking stupid. If he sees who has the book, if he sees they have the book, they literally stole it from, like, his house, and, like, he scries on them all the time. I just don't, I don't know. I feel like, I'm eating some food. I feel like if he, give me strength, Jesus. If you run this campaign raw, I think you're kind of an idiot. I don't know. Like, I don't know what else to say. Anyways, let's go check out from the Tome of Strahd. Okay, I'm ancient, I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. I was the warrior. I was good and just. Some guy read this shit on video or whatever and recorded it, and like the people on like Facebook were like, "Oh my gosh, so good." Well, I loved her with all my heart. I loved her for her youth. I loved her for her joy, but she spurned me. Old One was her name to me. Elder and brother, also. Her haunt went to Sergei. They were betrothed. The date was set. With words, she called me brother, but when I looked into her eyes, they reflected another name, death. I mean, this part's really good. Okay. Let's crack open the Tome of Strahd. We want the Daybreak Tome of Strahd. And we also want the Nightfall Tome of Strahd. And we also want the Tome of Strahd. Let's see. Is Old One incorporated? Old One was my name to her. Elder and brother too. Her heart went to Sergei. They were betrothed. With words, she called me brother, but when I looked into her eyes, they reflected another name, death. See, it's all there. They just expanded on everything, which is cool. Let's see. Nice, nice. So they have a ways left to go, working through this bad boy. Where did Daybreak leave off? Since you have found and read this in game, feel free to listen to that. Fine. There we go. It is bound. Alright, cool. I don't know. We can grab the picture of the book. That'd be fun. Nope. Where's my... What the fuck? Alright. Save image as... Insert image, upload from computer, download. Yeah. Lovely. It's so beautiful. Okay. Alright, so I think the tome is pretty much set match. Mechanically, it does not provide any actual mechanical bonuses. So it's just plot and lore, and that is great. I think that's great. They are currently at Chapter 4 Power. Phanes 1. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 left to go. So that's like 2 days. If they keep crushing these rolls. They've only missed a couple, which is good. So over here, where did we? I didn't leave myself any notes. I think we dropped this. Picks up massive low dump. Grandpa, don't you remember? We said that we were going on a field trip to Kresik today. Come along. Wow. Wow. Yeah. So Anna wants Rudolph Van Richten to join them. I know in my heart that it is because Anna's player feels that Van Richten is representing a male authority role that is not a user and an abuser like all the other male authority roles in Anna's life, right? Her father essentially sold her as a servant, like indentured servant. Then Dirt's, sexually abused her. And then you know, gaslitter and everything. What is it? What do they call it? Groomed her. He's a groomer, right? And then, of course, Strahd, right, has been just screwing with her this whole time. And then Zentris, the Kingmaker, is just fucking around with her. Every feels to her like that's what every man in authority is after. This is a very deep character. If you have not watched Cyberpunk, Juanito Carlos is in that game, and he is phenomenal. He's a phenomenal role player, and that is like he's a very thoughtful role player, if that makes sense. Like some people, they role play like from the gut. You know what I mean? They're like, yeah, I'm in the character right now, method acting, right? He is like a writer first, I think, and then he is a director, and then he's an actor. So like he examines deeply what's going to happen to the character, what is happening to the character, tries to predict what the character is going to do, and then he kind of builds his role play around that. So it's very analytical of the world and his character and how the characters in the world. It's very thoughtful. Bad Larry is another one like that they put so much thought out of game and in game into how the character would react, should play, would be. And I think that guides their role playing a lot more than their guts. This definitely, you know, that's a good podcast. We could do role play methods. Oh, that's good. Role play methods. Someone should write that down. Someone should write that down. Oh well. All right, let's get to it. So we got the book here. I don't know if they're gonna crush this last one. I don't remember if Nightfall got this last one, did they? Exanther? Oh, and then there's this one, Vampire. All right. We're gonna heavily modify this section to match what we did for Daybreak. Exanther comes to the price. I know the price all too well. I've succeeded in granting my old battle armor, same form. In great need, I may summon it to myself. Exanther's ambitions have claimed him. Footnote. Exanther's a fool to make his password his own name. Alright. I cannot be sure, but I believe his life to be stored. His life soul. Stored near his chambers. I could pry and find it, but I fear it would lead to hostilities which aren't worth my time as it stands. Little remains of his memory. I must record the passwords of the Amber Temple so they do not pass into the mists of eternity. Davaton, Thangob, Shulks, Therna. Alright. We should put a sign of his continuing mental decline. There we go. That right. Y'all? E.S. I cannot be sure, but I believe this one passes into the mist of eternity, and then Vampire. Let's see. He is my warden. This I've come to know in fullness, my dark passenger, the ancient spirit of hunger, temptation, and indulgence. As long as he is free, none of us ever can be. No, I like none of us can ever be. I think ever can be is more like Strahd lingo, but I am powerless against him. But perhaps someday Probably gonna, but someday this land might find heroes worthy of such a task. Someday this land might find heroes worthy of such a task. It will be my place to train them, to test them, and to break them, and to reforge them into something strong enough to seal away his darkness forever. This is not my atonement, comma. This is my duty as Lord of these lands. I like that. This is not my atonement. Alright. I don't think Nightfall will notice that I added some words there. It should be fine. I don't know how often they go back and read this, so. Alright. Nice. This is not my atonement. This is my duty as Lord of these lands. Alright. Cool. So they're going to find out about this. That may or may not color the decisions of where and what to do next. I think there's too much, start playing Taylor Swift music, bad blood between Strahd and the party for them to ever consider going the route that Nightfall went. Ugh. Nightfall, they had a very traumatic shared experience with the abbot, and they were like, fuck this place. We need to get out of here. We need to fix this place and go home. This is too much. We just fought a biblical angel and almost had our brains melted. We're done. We are fucking done. We're getting out of here. And so, yeah. And so that is what they're going to do, I think. They are going to do whatever they can to get out, and if the fastest way to get out is helping Strahd, then they will help Strahd. So, but what do these guys want? Unclear. I think that the things that they wanted are going to shift with the revelations found in this book, but I think that practically they will continue to follow the Taroka, which means going and dealing with these goddamn werewolves. Alright, so we got these goddamn werewolves. So let's go over to, we don't even have, werewolf maps? Shit. Wait, why is my village, towns, and settlements empty? Oh, because I decided they just were never going back? Probably. I must have, like, been a tryhard and went through and, like, cleaned up, the map here. I feel sad for Irenia and Nightfall. Party really gonna give her up? Yeah, I think they are. I think they are. And they just lost Parple, and they almost lost Victor for keeps, and they lost Leo. And I think, despite how annoying Leo was, I think everybody really loved Leo. I think people liked Leo a lot more than Jason. Jason's kind of boring. He's kind of a stick in the mud. But like, Leo really brought some life and heart and laughter to a very dark place, and his light has been extinguished. So what's going to happen with Nightfall Irenia is the longer she is unsupervised, the more Strahd is going to go visit her. And I think by the end of the campaign, unless the party has done something to try and check in on her or stop that from happening, she is going to have been bamboozled. She has no romance option in the party. She's not romantically involved in the party, and you know, she stayed out of a sense of duty to her dead father, her cursed brother, and the land itself. She didn't stay for love like she did in Daybreak. She stayed out of sense of duty. But if Strahd can promise her that everything will be okay, then that would be the right thing to do for duty, right? Like if she could temper his heart, if she could temper his anger, if she could temper his evil, if she could help him free the land, what's wrong with sacrificing yourself and for that, you know? It's super sad. It's very tragic. And I don't think that they have the means or the courage to go and try to save Irene at this point. So she is lost to the party, essentially. They'll see her again on the trip to the Amber Temple, because I think that Strahd will want her there in case, because he doesn't know for sure what's going to happen if they kill Vampire. So I think he will bring her along because he wants to hopefully escape. I don't know. Oh shit! I just remembered something. How much time do we have? 20 minutes. Okay, so let's talk werewolves real quick. We got to get the werewolf maps out of storage. But on Thursday, we were looking at the boons that they can get at high levels, and we never finished looking at all the boons. All right, so scenes. There we go. Yeah, man, my heart is so broken from running 3 Curse of Strahds at once. Like, I love my friends and family group, obviously, but that 3rd Curse of Strahd group is a lot of Curse of Strahd, and just the 2 is a lot. I would never recommend running more than 1 Curse of Strahd at a time. 1, because of the sandbox nature, makes it very hard to remember who did what and what happened where and what's happening in each timeline and all that. And then the other is just, it's so heavy and sad. It's just, I feel like a weight. I feel the weight of it. Ugh. Okay. Curse of Strahd. Werewolf Cave. Snowy maps is good. We have snowy maps. Do we have snow bridge small? Love that. Alright. Excellent. Isn't Snow Pass where they fight the dragon, though? Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. That's so cool. Oh, man, that's awesome. Argenvast. The Dracolich. Can't believe they didn't have that officially in the campaign. What a fail. Instead, they just have his skull, like, just hanging out in the castle. Alright. By the way, Rakdos maps, hashtag not sponsored, are phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. They make the crucial mistake, I think, of making their maps perfect for free. Like, I can deal with their beautiful grid work that is always precise. They do too good of a product for free is, I think, their problem. I want to back them on Patreon because so many great maps, especially city maps. They have so many great city maps. If you're running Eberron or Ravnica or Outlaws of Alkenstar or something based in Absalon, yeah, Rakdos maps is phenomenal. All right, let's see. So we got the werewolf maps in. Focus, guys. Come on. And I think they're just gonna do the Wolf Den Stone Ritual Circle, right? Up on the roof. And then they'll just fight it out. I mean, I think that'll be cool. I don't know if I want to make them actually fight each other and like the party just watches. I don't know the best way to do that. Why don't we ask the robot? Here we go. You are an award-winning writer and designer for 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. I need help designing an encounter that involves 2 NPCs fighting to the death, period. The party will not be participating in the fight, comma, but will be watching from the sidelines. the outcome of the fight is very important to the players and the story being told. What are some mechanical ways we could make the PCs involved and engaged with this encounter without them directly interacting with the two NPCs who are fighting? Question mark. Alright. Snows Live, Easy Wolf Den. I think at their level, they're gonna be level 10. I think werewolves are kind of a joke. My classic group rolled up on werewolves at level, I want to say 8 or 9, and they fucking trashed this place. Like, they just decimated these guys. Okay, robots cooking. I'm curious what they're cooking up. Let's see. Curse of Strahd. Werewolf Alpha Duel. I'll just move this to the folder while I'm thinking about it. Trying to build those good habits for you Patreon subscribers. I want you to just have all the things when you need the things. There we go. All right. Damn. You don't always have to go so fucking hard. Alright, let's see. Designing an encounter in Dungeons & Dragons where the player characters' PCs are observers rather than participants presents an interesting challenge. No shit, that's why I asked you for help. Here are some creative ways to keep the players engaged and make them feel like they have a stake in the outcome of the NPC duel without directly involving them in the combat. Emotional narrative stakes, backstory connections, ensure that at least one of the PCs is significant. Yeah, we have that. Thanks. Free fight roleplay. Yep, we have that. Yep, I had them roll persuasion and intimidate. So that's fucking taken care of. Betting and wagers. Bets on the outcomes. A lot of the PCs to place bets on who will win. These bets could be in the form of gold, magical items, and favors. Okay, that's pretty fun. Side challenges. NPCs in the crowd or other spectators might challenge the PCs to predict certain outcomes during the fight. Who will be who will the first hit be a critical? Who will draw first blood? Okay, that's kind of cool. All right. Affect the arena. Provide mechanisms by which the PCs can subtly influence the environment. This could be interacting with traps or environmental hazards that might shift the tide of the battle. Using skills to give one NPC a momentary advantage, like casting a slight illusion or using prestidigitation to distract. Strategic positioning. Placement of the PCs around the arena could provide opportunities to use passive abilities or items that could influence the combat slightly or just observe crucial moments. That's some good advice. So, I've done in the past a little Pokemon stuff. Let me see if I got that. Pokemon games. TTRPG mini games. Gen 9 Pokemon Journal. No. Oh, maybe it's under Great Debates. Great Debates. I can't show you Great Debates because it's from a different campaign, but let's see. Science Fair. Riddle Competition. Pocket Dimension Monster Battle. Owners can you okay. Spectators. Here we go. Alright. Do this. There we go. Anyone who is not anyone watching the fight At the beginning of each round, a spectator can choose one of the following things to occur. Cheer, give a Pokemon a +1 bonus to any D20 roll. And damage roll it makes. Jeer, give a Pokemon a -1 penalty to any D20 roll it makes stackable. Or Inspire, give a Pokemon a D6 inspiration dice. It can be used to boost damage only 1 die per spectator per battle. Oh, I don't know why that changed. There we go. Stop picking your nose. Okay. Take your crown off. Jesus Christ, woman. Alright. So what bot are you asking to do these things? ChatGPT. I'm just using ChatGPT. Alright, let's see. I gotta stop using my number keys, I guess, for formatting. I gotta use the numbers across the top, because all my VTuber shit's hooked up now to my numpad. Yeah. Let's see. These are good ideas. Anyone watching the fight at the beginning of each round, a spectator can choose to do one of the okay, so we're gonna change this to cheer. Alright. Oh. Yeah. I guess you could just get a secondary numpad, huh? That's a great idea. Secondary numpad. That's a pretty fucking good idea. All right. Well, we're gonna look into that. All right. Back to it. So, thank you for the follow. Cheer. Let's see. This would be a performance. Check. DC 20. Alright. To grant a 1d4 stackable expertise. Yeah, that seems pretty good. And then let's see. Yeah, I like that. Alright. Get in there. That's weird. Okay. Alright. There you go, guys. Alright. So Jeer. Here we go. Jeer would be a performance or intimidation. Yeah. Alright, we'll put hype up. There we go. We'll do performance or diplomacy. Hype up will be performance or... I gotta get off this map, man. This whipping wind. Fuck all that. Player map. Activate. Get out of here. Alright, hype up, performance, or intimidate. Werewolves really like intimidation, okay? To grant a... here we go. To attack rolls. And then grant a 1d4 expertise stackable. 1d4 stackable expertise to... Come on, brain. You can do it, little buddy. You got some brains in there. It was a long night, guys. I'm not hungover, obviously, but it was a lot. 8.5 hours of 420 pirating. it was pretty crazy night. Performance or intimidation check. DC 20 grant D4 stackable expertise to saving throws. Saving throws and skill checks. Expertise to attack rolls, stackable expertise to damage rolls. Alright, so hyping up, jeering, cheering, and what else? I think that covers all them social skills, right? Oh. Distract. No, wait. Hype up will be expertise to damage rolls. And then to grant a 1d4 stackable Bane. Yeah, to attack roll, to damage rolls will be Jeer. And then Distract, there we go. Perfect. Performance or Intimidate, grant a 1d4 stackable, this would be Deception. To grant a vein to attack rolls. There we go. Alright. And then sideline coaching. Alright. So for sideline coaching, it would be an athletics, charisma. Let's see, athletics. So we'll do acrobatics or athletics is fine. Acrobatics or athletics charisma to grant a stackable D4 expertise to skills and saving throws. That seems pretty good. Alright. I like it. Let's see. If any of these checks check results is 30 or more, double the bonus. Fuck yeah. Alright, so, what color dots can we apply? Let's see. Red, yellow, green, blue, pink. Alright, seems good. So we will do red, yellow, because these are stackable. Oh, no, that's not good. Yellow, green, blue, and pink. And then what we'll do is we will take a screenshot of this and then paste it in the chat. And then we'll make it big so they can keep track of it. How far into the campaign are you? Whew. I mean, 80%. I'd say all three of my Curse of Strahd games are 80%. I would say my Thursday Curse of Strahd game is actually 80%. More like the other two are probably like 70%, 60%. Yeah, they're all more than halfway through. We're into the meat of it now. Oh man, I ran out of time to show you guys those boons. I'm so sorry. Oh well. We're gonna have to go run the game. So other things that you could do is use Wisdom, Insight, and Intelligence Investigation to predict and understand the tactics and moves of the NPCs, providing buffs and debuffs. That could have actually been added to the list of fucking things you could do. That's cool. Yeah, so I don't stream these games. Lexaeus22 streams these games on, you know, the Twitch or whatever. Let's see. Lexaeus22. I should really have like something I post at the end of the stream. Anyways, that's where the game's going to be. Otherwise, if you don't want to watch it live, but you do want to watch it, everything's on YouTube as well. It's the same name, Crash Jam. All right, hope everybody has a great Sunday. Gonna go run that game. Then I'll be back tonight to prep some Mythic Odyssey at 7, and then we'll be playing Mythic Odyssey from 8 to 11:30. Hope everybody, again, has a great Sunday, a great week, and I'll see you next time.